Hello everybody and welcome back to Visit Fylde Coast. It's absolutely glorious in Blackpool this morning. So we're going to take this opportunity to make a little bit of a walking tour of St John's Square and Cedar Square while the sun's shining and while it's a lovely day. So we're going to look at Cedar Square, which is the street up there, and this is St John's Square here in front. So we're going to take a look at Lowe's, parking, eating, all the things that there are to do in this town centre spot. So before we set off, make sure that you've subscribed, make sure that you've hit the little bell for notifications, make sure that you've signed up for your Visit Fylde Coast email newsletter, and then you'll get notifications when we upload new information. So it's pedestrianised, as you can see. And the pedestrianisation was completed in 2009. Seems a lot longer than that. I can remember the road. I can remember it being a bit like a racetrack and you've got to kind of take your life in your hands. So we're going to start here. This is Abingdon Street. And that's Abingdon Street Market. That's the front of it. So we're going to come round to the back of that on Cedar Square. So it is pedestrianised, but as you can see there is access for vehicles, pedestrian priority though. So over here is the church after which the square is named. So we're going to walk round in a sort of a circle and go and take a look at some interesting things. It's a lovely spot. It's busy. It's loads of folk about. The pigeons are enjoying the fountains. The kids have been playing in the fountain as well. I think there must be a dance festival underway. This is one of the side entrances to Abingdon Street Market, just down here. And you can hear the dulcet tones of the builders. Well, they're doing the renovation work on Abingdon Street Market. And this corner here is the Streetlife Trust, and they opened in 1992 in an old air raid shelter, which I didn't know until I started researching for this morning. And they're a homeless charity, and that was rebuilt and reopened on the 22nd of October 2004. So it's now called Blackpool Church. I've noticed in the last few weeks that the signs have all changed. Not quite sure. I suppose they've done that because after an Act of Parliament in 1860, it was recognised as the parish church of Blackpool. So that's probably why they've done that. So this is the second St John's Church to stand on this site, and it was consecrated on the 25th of June 1878. The first one was built in 1821, and then later, like a lot of these churches, later demolished so that it could be rebuilt. I suppose the earlier one had been a bit not robust enough. That's what I'm trying to say. I can't think of the word. So it's a lovely church. If you've never been inside it, when it's open, it's well worth a look. And what you might not know is that the parsonage was sort of here-ish, but the grounds of it went all the way to Adelaide Street, which is way down there. And it's now the site of the Empress Ballroom. So there were all the grounds and the cottage gardens and vegetable gardens and things like that all extended down there. All these things that went past. And where I'm walking at the moment now used to be the graveyard. So there was a graveyard here at the front of St John's Church, and it closed on the 31st of May 1870 when Leighton Cemetery opened. And the bodies were moved finally in 1927, and they were moved at night so that they didn't distress any of the local residents. And this is also where the Leighton tramway once travelled. So there are photographs. In fact, I've got some on with Blackpool. There are photographs of the tram route and trams coming round here up Church Street, all the way to Leighton. So this is quite an interesting little thing. I've noticed this before, and I just thought it was a bit of weathered stone. I didn't know what it was, to be honest. This is what's left of the graveyard and the gardens at the front of the church, and this is a piece of marooned glacial stone, and it was donated to William Thornber when he was the vicar. So there you go. That's a bit of glacial stone formed in the Ice Age. And the church is also Grade 2 listed. It's a lovely building. Makes a nice backdrop. So this is Cedar Square. And see, I always thought Cedar Square was the name of kind of the general area. And Cedar Square is actually the name of the street. Up to this corner where the Cedar Tavern is. And this is the back of Abingdon Street Market. Which is being renovated, as is the Cedar Tavern. That building is absolutely beautiful. It looks so lovely in the sunshine. That looks nice. So there's plenty of places to eat, plenty of cafes, bars. It's very pleasant sitting here in the sunshine, outdoors, and enjoying the view. And I can testify to that for a fact. And did you see our review at number 5 as well? Because of course we went up there, didn't we? And had a sausage sandwich, and it was very nice as well. So in 2007, a London architectural practice called, pardon my pronunciation, Lightwork, Leitwerk, won an international competition to design and create this flexible space. And the £3.5 million project was known as St John's Horizon at the time. And this is the lovely piece of sculpture called the Wave. And that was designed by Lucy Glendinning and unveiled on the 5th of September 2009. It's 10.5 metres high, 2.5 metres wide, and the figure at the top is twice life size, which seems a bit strange really, because from down here it looks pretty normal. Much photographed. It's a lovely little piece. And this is the site of loads of different events through the year and through time, like the Christmas lights and the Chili Festival. The first one of those was on the 6th of March 2013. So this is the rest of Church Street. Winter Gardens Conference Centre just down here. Make sure I don't get knocked down by the taxi. And the most obvious landmark is obviously the Winter Gardens, and all this building is Winter Gardens, which you might not know. And all these frontages have all been recently renovated, as you'll know if you've been watching our videos for any length of time. These guys are, they've got Team Qatar on the back of the t-shirts. I'm not sure whether they are actually from Qatar. I suppose they must be. I think there's obviously a dance event on at the Winter Gardens this week. So I also promised you parking, loos and eating. Well, eating's self-explanatory. Parking, well, if you go in that direction, there's the Hounds car park, and just a bit further that way, Central car park. If you were to go over there, pretty much where the crane is, there's Talbot Road car park and Sainsbury's car park. Round the back of here, on Adelaide Street, there's a little surface car park. So there's quite a few car parks in various different places. Obviously all the cafes have got toilets. facilities, but they're for patrons. So please don't go using the loos if you've not actually bought any food or drink. There are toilets inside the Opera House, so you can go in there and use those when they're open and they're not close to a closed event. I think we're going to have a little bit of a dancing demonstration here. Goodness, they're good, aren't they? There's a car coming, let me move. They're fab. Oh, to be young and have energy. Well done, girls. So that's your tour to St John's Square and Cedar Square, and a little bit of a bonus dance demonstration thrown in. So I hope you've enjoyed that look round. It's a nice little spot, nice spot to head to, plenty to keep you busy. And then we've got the guys running through the water jets. Don't forget, make sure that you're subscribed, make sure that you've signed up for your Visit Fylde Coast email newsletter, make sure that you've hit the little bell for notifications, and we'll see you next time. Bye for now.